We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Our broadcast location today. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. The Utah Jazz made a big move last year with the trade for Mike Conley. Conley said the players they had in place, two-way guys who play unselfishly, is something I've built my game around. We have guys who are willing to do whatever it takes to win. Kevin, back to you.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You look at Utah, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Lakers, just a few spots below there.
And, guys, for the Lakers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the one spot. And for Utah, Mitchell and Bogdanovich are the wings. Gobert is out there with O'Neal, and it's Conley in at the point. And here's Bogdanovich. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
LeBron against Bogdanovich. Here's Morris. Gobert with the block. They recover it. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Mitchell. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bogdanovich against LeBron. The pass to Gasol. Clock at 6. Dishes it to Schroeder. Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
Bogdanovich looking around. Shoots over Schroeder. Misses off the left iron. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Philadelphia. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
That free throw good from Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Caldwell Pope drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. A beautiful reverse layup.
That's just too easy. Defensively, you want to prevent Gobert from getting the ball that deep.
To the paint. Here's Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Now here's Conley. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Lakers trail for the finish, and finished off by LeBron.
In a class by himself, no one matches up with LeBron in transition.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Bogdanovich against Morris. Conley with the three. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Nothing to hang their heads over. When you have two evenly matched teams on a given night, it's anyone's ball game.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive. I love Donovan Mitchell's versatility as a scorer. Half court, in transition, at the line, adapts his game to whatever the night calls for.
Now here's James. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Utah leading by 3. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Passes it to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Conley. Mitchell's got 8. Lakers trail by 6. Schroeder outside. Pass to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The 3. The Lakers get it back in a new 14.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. And stolen by James. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
LeBron's explosiveness right there. If you're not a step early, you're probably going to foul him.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And the first one at the line is good.
And to think LeBron in high school was recruited by some D1 colleges to play wide receiver, boy, what a downfield target he would have been.
No good on the second free throw.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
O'Neal passes to Bogdanovic. And the layup falls.
A more physical player at this stage of his career, Bojan is not bothered by the contact on that shot.
LeBron against Bogdanovic. LeBron kicks it over to Schroeder. Pulls from the top of the key. He gets it in there.
Very smooth with the jumper. Schroeder never looks in a hurry out there.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. 3-point lead coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
And here is LeBron, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Outside for Gasol. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
That's how you like to set up a big man for the shot. Gasol just catching it and letting it go.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Outside Conley. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's a look at some numbers for LeBron James.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly head to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Going with an almost entirely new group. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Horton Tucker, the pass to LeBron. Shot is good off the back rim and in. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
In some ways, this is the glue to LeBron's offense. Unstoppable from mid-range.
Mitchell outside. Inside. Favors inside. Harrell on him. And that one's good by Favors.
That's where a majority of Favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
Down low. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pass to Mitchell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
The Jazz have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Lakers trail by 5. There's the pass to Harrell. Kicks to LeBron. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Shoots the three. Favors with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Mitchell passes to Niang. Now Clarkson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Not going to go that time. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Passes it to Harrell. Here's Caruso. Here's Horton Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 3. It's up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
Now, here's Clarkson. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Mitchell's shot is good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Caruso looking for an opening. James trying to free himself up. Great D that time from Favors. Utah leading by 5. Pass to Mitchell. The shot, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
James with the bucket.
What you put out is what you get back. LeBron sets up so many teammates on the catch and shoot. That time, the favor is returned.
And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
James, the bounce pass, and Harrell slaps it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Now, here's Mitchell. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. To the left wing. Here's Caruso, covered by Mitchell. Kuzma passes to Harrell. Second shot opportunity. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. And he gets it to go. LeBron's got 9.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. A 3-ball. Here's Favors. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. He's got 8.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Another shot. And James with the layup.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Mitchell with it. 17 points in the game. The 3. No good on the last second attempt there. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody
everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to be able to focus on us, you know. Obviously, we went through a little bit of a rough patch. You know, we're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Mitchell. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. Joe Ingles is out there with Favors, and it's Niang in at the 4. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well, I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
Mike Conley's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And so he hits both. Here's Caruso. Pass to James. And they double up James. A nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the inside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And that's 13 points for LeBron.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Shot's good by Clarkson. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And there's the pass to Kuzma. And here is LeBron. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Great scorers have this ability. Let LeBron get that close, that's 2 points or a trip to the line.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And the Jazz with some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. O'Neal comes in for George Niang. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Joe Ingles. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for LeBron. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open, and that one good from Clarkson.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Bogdanovich against James. And they double up James. Passes to Harrell. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Clarkson. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Shoots over Schroeder. O'Neal misses. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. It's a three-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Schroeder and the Lakers with another miss.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Conley against Schroeder. Conley kicks to Clarkson. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Now here's James. He's got 15. They need this. He lays it in. LeBron's got 17 now.
I'll tell you, trying to guard LeBron, it's easy to get frustrated, and it's been that way all night.
Kuzma against Bogdanovic. Feeds it to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Bogdanovic. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by LeBron.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Got that one up quick. James has got 19 points.
Great dive from Kuzma there, assessing the situation and making the right play.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. Rudy Gobert is second.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Jazz leading by 4. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Lays it up off the glass. Clarkson's got 9 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
And here is Conley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Bogdanovic. Takes a 3. Unable to get that one. Lakers trail by 4.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovic stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovic defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
James against Bogdanovic. Gobert with the block. Clarkson on the wing. He's got 9. Pass to Conley. The pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Passes it to Bogdanovic. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
James against Bogdanovic. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Lets it go with a 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Schroeder's got 5 now.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. Leading by 5. Utah calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 16 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Now here's Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Lakers trail by 5. James kicks to Caldwell Pope. No good on the triple. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Outside Conley. Pass to Bogdanovic. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Bogdanovic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
With unlimited range, Bogdanovic forces you to extend your defense.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Favors comes in for O'Neal, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. That one misses. Jazz leading by 6. To the middle. And it's Favors that time on the assist by Conley. Favors got 12.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
A baseline J. And too long on the shot. Utah has gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Conley with a wide open look, and the Jazz another 3.
And Mike Conley can do this now. He can play off the ball and punish the defense for giving him space.
Caruso, the pass to Gasol. Morris looking over the floor. He kicks it to LeBron. Can't hit that one. A D by Bogdanovich.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Gasol. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Over Mitchell. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Caruso following the bucket by the Jazz. The dish to Gasol. Over Gobert. Gasol no good. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Clean up in the paint section. Favors timing that one perfectly.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
The Jazz. George Niang, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for Mike Conley. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. There's 1:54 left in the first half. To end the cold streak, Caruso, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Ingles. 17-point lead, their biggest. He gets that one.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Bogdanovich against Kuzma. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
I like what Kuzma brings to this offense. He's an excellent jump shooter with size to make plays at the rim.
First trip to the line for him here.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
The first free throw is good.
You know, he's one of the more underrated players in his draft class. Kuzma's proven that he should have been drafted higher in 2017, a lot higher in my opinion.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Jazz leading by 18. Now, here's Ingles. He's coming off a 16-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Niang. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
43 seconds left to play here in the half. Count that bucket. Mitchell's got 23.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Caruso, covered by Mitchell. Now the pass to Harrell. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 to shoot. Over Ingles. They get it back, and Harrell slams it in.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
Here's Mitchell, and there's another one for the Jazz.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And so it's the Utah Jazz closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Derek, you came out very strong. What was your approach during the first half?
You know, we just want to be aggressive, bring defense, bring energy, and then be a spark off the bench.
And you got that accomplished. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 25 points. And when we talk about the best shooters in the game, and we were just doing that moments ago, Shaq, Bogdanovich's name comes up more and more often.
Anybody that got that bitch in their last name, you know they know how to shoot that bitch, Ernie. Range is unlimited. He's hitting more shots off the garbage, too.
Wow. You know what? Sometimes great mistakes like Ravens. And you got to, carry the scoring in certain...
Cracks himself up. Always a straight shooter. Kenny the Smithovich.
Oh,
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So the Lakers 5 right now. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard. Offline with his three. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game is the second of two straight at home.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
LeBron outside, launches a three. Conley grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 22. Inside. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Conley. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight.
Now here's Schroeder, and Morris throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Mitchell passes to Favors. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
When Favors has the rock near the basket, the defense is on edge. They have no choice sometimes but to get physical with him from that range.
And he makes the first. He's off on the second. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. James with it. Now defend. Oh!
Respect. LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
Conley against Schroeder. Bogdanovich passes to Favors. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist in this one.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Jazz leading by 23.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
The raw power of James excels at taking on physical defense and finishing.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The drive by Mitchell. 2 points. That one goes. Mitchell's got 29.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Outside Gasol. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Gasol's got 6 points.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Schroeder against Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. A rebound by the Lakers. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
For Utah, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. For the Jazz, Royce O'Neal comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Clarkson in for Bogdanovich. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Now Schroeder, 5 points in the game. And the Lakers call time here. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. LeBron James second.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
The small forward position is traditionally a lot of scoring from that position. These fellas carry on that tradition.
Pulls it up, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
Schroeder with the ball. He's got 5. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he lays it up and in. Schroeder's got 7 points in the game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Clarkson dishes to Mitchell. And Utah again with the bucket.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Here's James, and the dunk by LeBron.
The quick first step of James, along with his power, that's the difference on the drive.
O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Gobert. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Mike Conley. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Pass to Harrell. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Pass to Caruso. Now here's Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Jazz have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. The shot's good. Mitchell's got 41.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Horton Tucker. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Shoots from the baseline. Horton Tucker, that's good. Horton Tucker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Bounce pass, Schroeder. Kuzma outside. Harrell down low. Defended by Gobert. And it's Harrell missing. Utah's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Here's Ingles. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Clarkson. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Schroeder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 9 points for Dennis Schroeder.
He's got a nose for getting into the lane, and Schroeder showing some muscle once he got in there.
The pass to O'Neal. Clarkson against Kuzma. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Jordan Clarkson taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. So he gets them both. Here's Schroeder. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Caruso. Here's the teardrop, and it's finished off inside by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense collapsed on him, but Schroeder found the right angle.
Pass to Ingles. Here's Niang. Back to Ingles. Rebound by the Lakers. Harrell's got 5 rebounds tonight. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Schroeder, good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Shoots over Kuzma. Tries again, and Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 8.
And as Rudy Gobert has been adding bulk, he's only getting better at finishing through contact.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Here's Horton Tucker. And he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Utah leading by 23. O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. Dishes it to Gobert. Here's O'Neal. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kuzma passes to Schroeder. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Schroeder's got 10 points here in the second half.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
The Jazz have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. That free throw, no good.
Rudy Gobert can change the game in so many ways. He does it with his length, his height, and his impact.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. So he comes up empty at the line. Lakers trail by 21. And here's Schroeder. Harrell up top. Back to Schroeder. Harrell trying to free himself up. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Harrell.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Now, here's Clarkson after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Harrell slams it in.
If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
50 seconds left to play in the third. Ingles passes to Gobert. Now, here's Clarkson. 13 points in the game. Good work there as it goes. Clarkson's got 15 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here's Kuzma. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's Harrell missing.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Clarkson, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the Lakers get called for the foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Now Kuzma. With 4 seconds on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
In the paint, Kuzma goes on the attack, making sure to play into the foul.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Off target with that shot. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Utah out in front, delivering the blowout. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Look at Bogdanovich getting physical. Works hard to get the shot off and the foul.
Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend, And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Derek Favors. And so Bogdanovich kills both of them.
Well, he started out as a pure shooter. Bogdanovich has worked hard to become a threat off the bounce and a strong finisher.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Gasol. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And it's in there. Mitchell's got 45 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. And both free throws good for LeBron. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And the pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. James looking around. It doesn't go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Mitchell. They get it again. Gasol with the defensive effort. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso, covered by Conley. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
So both teams changing it up here. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Count that one.
From there, Mitchell's a legitimate scoring threat. Has a mix of creative finishes once he gets near the rim.
Hughes against LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
He never takes a break on any possession. He is ruthless on the offensive side of the floor.
Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Mitchell against James. Morgan the pass to Mitchell. And another one!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And the Lakers with possession here. James outside. And And they double up James. Passes it to McKinney. 6 to shoot. 3 from Matthews. Buries it from three-point range.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Now here's Ilyasova. To the paint. Kicks it to Mitchell. Over James. And it's Mitchell missing. Lakers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. And they double up LeBron. Down low, Matthews. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Matthews has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, LeBron garners so much defensive attention. That's how he's able to dominate the game as a facilitator.
Mitchell passes to Morton. Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positives from the standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time as far as social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
So it's Utah now after the basket by the Lakers. The drive by Mitchell.
Oh, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
And the Lakers call time here. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in front of Kumbo. Morris comes in for Jared Dudley. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alfonso McKinney. Bucket is good.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with this shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Mitchell with it. Rebound by Harrell, but they get it back. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
The power of LeBron. Even if you tried to give the hard foul, he'll go right through you.
Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams, because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
And Gobert kicks to Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Schroeder. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Utah leading by 20. To the inside, Conley. That ball, nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 5 assists tonight. Mitchell against Schroeder. And the wide open shot from Morris. That 3 off the mark. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Mitchell's shot is good.
Push the basketball and get out of his way. Donovan Mitchell, fantastic on the break.
Here's Schroeder, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
And the rejection by Harrell. Gobert, and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Clearly a foul.
2 shots. A free throw drops for Gobert. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you can make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Bogdanovich finds Gobert. Mitchell outside. Jacks up a 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Mitchell's got 59 points.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Schroeder against Conley. Poked away, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Friday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And that matchup against the Hornets, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Now here's Conley. And good! He hits it again.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Here's Harrell. Schroeder outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Harrell. Dudley comes in for Morris. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Matthews in for Caldwell Pope. Schroeder hits them both. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Mitchell is doubled. Pass to Morgan. Here's Honey. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star Game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained, and I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in, and I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point.
When you're 7-1, that rim's not far out of reach.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 20 rebounds. Caldwell Pope passes to Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Drawing contact inside. Dennis Schroeder using his reach and quickness to compensate for his height disadvantage.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Gasol. Dudley comes in for Morris. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Matthews in for Caldwell Pope. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Hughes. Outside Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep